What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're actually going to be straight piping the F-150, but not necessarily straight piping it just yet. We're cutting the muffler off and we're pulling the header off to see if we can find where the crack's at or if our exhaust manifold gasket is blown out, whatever. But if you've been following the channel for a little while, on our way back from Daytona, when we drove this to the Daytona meet and back, I had a header bolt that backed its way out, fell out, and I've had a crazy exhaust leak ever since then. I've tightened everything down, and it's still really, really bad. So I've either got a cracked header or I've got a blown out exhaust manifold gasket. So we're going to unbolt the header, get it all taken off, get that situated today, as well as we're going to cut the muffler off the truck. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and really I just want to piss off the neighborhood because they like to call the cops on me. So we're going to give everyone a reason to be upset and everyone a reason to call the cops. So I don't have all the exhaust piping. I would like to do like a full exhaust system on this truck, full DIY myself, but I haven't ordered the piping kit yet. So we're going to be cutting the muffler off. I might weld in 2 pieces of pipe to replace where the muffler's at, but no set in stone plans yet. We're just going to have fun today, work on the truck, fix a couple things, and just record our journey. So it is our passenger side one that we're having issues with. It's actually probably easier to see from the bottom, but it is this one. So we're gonna pop off all our spark plug boots, get all those removed, back all our bolts out, unbolt it down here from the bottom, and see if we can get this thing pulled out. All right, not the best angle, but you guys will be able to see somewhat what I'm doing. Alright, so judging off this alone, I think we have found our culprit, considering this is completely split right here. And the back bolt on this header is a pain in the ass to get to. The header, I don't think is cracked. Don't think. So you can look. These have an appropriate name, but I'm not technologically smart enough to know that name. So I'm going to call them the tubes. You can look down the tubes, and I don't see any light anywhere. And if there was a leak, I would imagine I would see some light. So I think these are held up just fine. And so obviously I'm gonna have to get a exhaust manifold gasket. So I'm gonna look up and see if a parts store has some, because it's a gas truck, and I've learned parts stores keep stuff in stock for gas vehicles, but not so much diesels. So if we could see someone had a set of these, we could pick one of these up and probably pick up some header paint while we're there and just spray these things black, because the Cerakoting that was on them did not last more than a week, and now these things look like crap, and I don't want them to look like crap. I'm going to pause this right here, and once I can pick up an exhaust manifold gasket and some header paint, I'll pick you guys back up. Alright, so technically we are continuing this video, but it is about a week and a half later, and I am now into my 30-day daily vlog series. So this is technically day number 3. We're continuing it out, but I did get some stuff in. So I got the header paint in, and I also got the manifold gaskets for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this header painted since it is off the truck, and then we will get that manifold gasket put back on, and then probably in a couple days or something, I'm gonna pull the driver's side off, get it painted, and just go ahead and replace that gasket since I have 2 new ones, and then that will be complete. But today we're gonna get this painted and we're gonna get it thrown back on the truck. I'm not gonna cut the muffler off in this video. I don't have the time to, but that will be coming very soon, and we will be doing complete exhaust all the way through. But I'm gonna go ahead, get this wire wheeled, get this painted, get it thrown back on. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so this header and the other header on the truck, we're supposed to have a black Cerakote on them. A Cerakote is supposed to be a coating that is good up to, it's like 800 degrees, but this coating failed within the very first week I had these headers on the truck. And now, as you can tell, they've just completely rusted, and it doesn't look very good. I want to make the engine bay look good on that truck. I want to powder coat stuff, and I want to make it presentable. I have some ideas for some shows in the future, and I would like to continue that path. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to go ahead and wire wheel this header since we have it off the truck, clean it all up, and I've got some silver high temp header paint that I'm going to spray on this and make it look a whole lot better. So I've got my drill, I've got my wire brush. You can pick up a wire brush like this at Harbor Freight, just about any hardware store or home improvement store, and then just a typical drill, and we're going to go ahead and do this entire header. Alright, so now that I've got majority of the bid rust knocked down, trying to control this wire wheel is kind of a pain in the butt, but now we're going to go over it with a scuff pad, try and smoothen out the stuff that the drill can't get to, and go on from there. Made a quick O'Reilly's run, got some driveway cleaner, which you guys wanted to see this in a future video, and got some more stuff for a future video. But the main thing I needed was some acetone to wipe down that header, and I ran out, so I had to make an O'Reilly's run. Might as well just get the rest of the stuff I need for future videos. Alright, so now that we have this all wiped down and clean, now guys, this isn't perfect. I also should probably do some type of primer or whatever on it, but I just want this to look better than being covered in rust. So we've got our aluminum color Rust-Oleum high heat. It's a ceramic coating. It's good up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, gas and oil resistant, no peel promise, adhesion guarantee. We're gonna go ahead and just coat this entire thing in it. I've got it in the garage because it is very windy outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to spraying. Let it dry for about 5 minutes, and then I'll do another coat on it and then flip it over. Alright, so we are fully coated. I did 2 coats on each side and then went around and tried to find any bare spots. On here it says allow 1 to 2 hours to dry until you start handling and doing stuff. So I'm gonna give it about an hour, hour and a half, and then we're gonna go ahead and get it thrown back on the truck. That is, God willing, if it's not raining, because the sky looks pretty wicked right about now. So hopefully it's not raining in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We can get this thrown back on the truck, exhaust manifold, gasket and all. And there is a procedure you have to follow in order for this to cure properly. So you're supposed to let the truck idle for 10 minutes and then cool for 20, idle for 20 minutes and then cool for 30, and then drive normal for 30 minutes and then cool for 30 minutes. So I will go through that procedure once we get this back on the truck, but I need to let this dry for about an hour and a half. So I will catch you guys about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Hopefully it's not raining so we can get this finished today. Alright, so I'm trying to hurry because it's really freaking windy outside and it's looking really rough. I want to at least get this header put on. If I can't run it in this vlog today, I'll run it in tomorrow's vlog so you guys will be able to see that. But here are our header gaskets. So these are Remflex exhaust gaskets. They're kind of universal for small block Fords 302 and 351s. You can see small block Windsor right here. 302, 351, and it says the years that they're good for. I have a 351, but small block Fords are very similar. I think the only difference between the 302 and the 351 are head sizes and could be intake. I don't know. I'm not smart enough for that stuff. But It hasn't started raining yet, so I'm gonna try and get this thrown on. I think both sides will work on either side. At least get a couple bolts in, I'm hoping. It's looking pretty rough outside, and I really want to get this back on in this video. I don't want to have to drag this into tomorrow's vlog, but I'm keeping myself accountable on this posting schedule of every single day, so if that's what this entails, that's what this entails. I would like to show you guys the engine bay, but this might have to be the angle you guys get. Well, it's so windy out here. The wind has dumped my camera on the ground twice now, but I got everything in and everything is tightened down. I haven't connected the actual exhaust pipe yet, but I do have all the header bolts tight. I just checked online to see if there's a torque spec on them. Everyone says go by the German method, do them tight. So I'm just gonna check over them again, go over, get every single one hand tight, and then maybe we'll start this thing up. I don't know how much gas is in it. I don't want to start it and not do the correct curing method, but almost done. And it's just starting to rain, so I'm gonna hurry up, check all of these. I won't even connect the exhaust pipe at the bottom. If it's open header on one side, that's fine. It's not gonna kill anything, but we're working for it. Well guys, I really tried. I really freaking did. I even got wet trying so hard for you guys, but header is back in. All the header bolts are tight. It is connected at the exhaust pipe with the gasket back in. Was in the process of tightening when the sky opened up, but all I have to do is reconnect our spark plugs and start it up. But I don't want to go through the process of it raining, so I'm going to end today's vlog off here. I apologize. Really all we got to do was paint the header today, but header's back in, so on tomorrow's vlog we'll be able to start this thing up and go through the curing process of the header paint and see if we fixed our leak that we had. I'm not sure how I feel about the manifold gasket. It had a small crack in it, but this one is a lot thicker than the one I had on there before. This one's supposed to compress and fill in any gap or any imperfections that's in the header. So I wasn't too worried about the paint on it, but I did end up taping off that surface. But it's all painted, it looks a lot better. I also want to try and wipe it down tomorrow before I start it. That way we don't cure any grease or imperfections into it. I'm going to try and wipe all that stuff off because, well, my hands are black from how nasty this side of that block is. I do have some stuff in some boxes over here to help with some of the oil leaks, but you guys will see that in an upcoming video. So thank you guys for tuning in today's vlog. This is day number 3 out of 30. I'm staying on it. Hoping to stay more motivated and keep doing this, pushing myself out of my comfort zone. So if you guys are thinking of doing something that you're unsure about, that you're afraid of, you're afraid you're gonna fail, try it. Please do it. If you're thinking about doing it and you hear that little voice in the back of your head saying don't do it, hear my voice over top of it saying to do it. Go for it. Chase that dream, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care what it is. It could be something small like trying to finish school, or it could be something major about quitting your job and chasing your dreams. Go for it. Take that risk. Take that leap. Be fucking great today. I love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.